Hello again, friends. Welcome back to twitch.tv/TrooperBerry, and welcome to another day of coverage of the Choose Wisely Festival, hosted by the good folks over at Studio Efwa. And tonight we've got a special feature with two games from an Indonesian indie studio named Mushroomalo, which I have to pause on that for just a second, make sure we get that. We're starting with Ookami Okami. It is it's a little bit of a Japanese kind of themed Isekai'd story where we're an innkeeper in Okami who, through a series of events, transforms into a fox spirit, an Okami. And, well, as you can see, there's but we gotta tend to an inn. That's our thing. Gotta exercise a few demons, and maybe even engage in a little romance, as the cover art suggests here. I should say, this is the demo. It is available on Steam. There is no release date listed on the Steam page, so you got time to check it out. So, let's, hang on, let me check here. Settings, okay, that's all fine. Okay, let's jump in. See, we have Akine. Excuse me. Hey, Celentinia. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Oh, your Monday's off to a good start. Oh, this game. I take. Oh, did Jung play this one as well? I can see it. I know she played Death and Theology. We're gonna get to that one. Let's see. This is it, isn't it? Oh. I press my palm against the counter, feeling its every imperfection worn smooth by years of care. Every step in these halls, every creak in the floorboards, I've memorized them all. After tonight, none of it will belong to me anymore. Strange. I thought I'd feel sadder. I spent a lifetime here, and now I'm too old to take care of it. Diokon, translator note, traditional Japanese inn. Without its keeper, it's just an empty house waiting to be forgotten. How many times have I cleaned these counters and mopped these floors, greeting guests who came and went like fleeting whispers? I wondered if I would ever find someone to walk these halls with me, not just pass through them. Someone who would wake up beside me every morning. But no one stayed. No one made an impression. I made my way toward the onsen, translator note, hot spring, my knees protesting with every step. She played this one as well. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. I should have let myself enjoy my life more. Okay, so we're. It sounds like our ticket is about to be punched, and we're one of the many people who look back on their life and they didn't say, "Gosh, I wish I spent more time at the office." A persistent thought haunted me, refusing to fade away, even in the quiet moments after the guests had departed. Did I live well? I spent my youth building this place, holding on to everything I had, and in the end, there's no one left to hold on to me. Oh, mein Leben. Yes, exactly. Yeah, keikaku means plan. All according to keikaku. So that's the real regret. Well, it's too late to dwell on it now. I brace a hand against the wall as I push myself upright. My back cracks, but I force myself to stand up with a groan. But... Oh, that's unfortunate. My foot slips. There's a moment of weightlessness, followed by a sharp crack as the back of my head hits the stone. Then... cold. Damn, workplace accident. You hate to see it. Water rushes over me, pulling at my limbs. My fingers grasp for an anchor, but meet only emptiness. As the world blurs and my vision tilts, I catch a glimpse of steam swirling above, rising into a night sky that feels infinite and dark. Perhaps in another life. Alright, well, rip Bozo. My head feels like someone's hosting a drum circle in there. I inhale, hoping to be greeted by the cozy sense of aged wood and warm sake. But instead, what is that smell? Salt? Fragrant smoke? A sweet aroma of osmanthus? Instead of my dimly lit ryokan room, I see red, a bridge covered in mist. This isn't my ryokan. This is not my beautiful wife. A sharp chill sinks into my spine. I died, didn't I? Man, I hate it when that happens. The Red Bridge of Souls. I've heard the stories. A place between, a crossing for lost souls. And here I am, on a bridge between a life already lived and whatever comes next. But why does everything sound so loud? I can hear whispers, low murmurs, the occasional laughter. Seriously, my ears are starting to ache. Wait, ears? A creeping suspicion settles in. I lift my hands. Those aren't my hands. Are they? My fingers are slender, smooth, sharp nails, sharper than I remember. Claws? My breath catches. I stare at my arms, my legs. No more wrinkles, no more gnarled knuckles, no more aching bones. Instead, I am youthful, glowing, radiant. Damn. Man, if only I'd known transitioning was that easy. Someone Isekai'd my ass. Oh my. My jaw drops. I pat down my arms, firm. I press a hand to my stomach, flat. I trail higher. Hey. Let's keep it classy. No way. My hands fly to my chest. Okay. Let's keep this safe for work now. They're perky? By the spirits above, I have breasts again. Perky, full, no sag, no back pain. This is a miracle. Oh, okay. So I guess in all those years we didn't find ourselves a husband. Well, no. I mean, okay. Yeah. The Yuri possibility, I suppose, was there, but given the intro screen, we might not. Well, either we might not swing that way, or that option just won't be available to us. Game doesn't like gills. Well, again, like we said, not every game can be Imperial Grace. These are the breasts of a woman in her prime, not a retired ryokan owner who needed at least 2 layers of fabric and a prayer to hold them up before. But before I can fully appreciate this cruel miracle, something moves behind me. No. I turn my head slowly. A tail. A red-furred tail sways behind me, wagging. We must be excited. Oh. My hands tremble even more, trying to make sense of everything. My skin, my tail, my lack of subtlety. Oh, I'm naked. I am as bare as the day I was born, but with a claw, tails, and apparently some kind of rest enhancement. Oh no. A breeze rolls across the bridge. My entire, very exposed, freshly revived, nobody was supposed to see this body prickles. Stay calm, stay dignified, says the person whose hands went immediately to her breastises. But of course, there is no dignity left to be had. I crouch down, wrapping my arms around my knees and curling my tail around myself like I'm trying to create a makeshift modesty shield. But I am not alone. I hear footsteps. No, more like claw steps. Followed by rustling robes, and then something that sounds suspiciously like skittering. I do not turn to look. Absolutely not. I am not entertaining whatever fresh horror that was. A shadow looms behind me. A robed figure glides past, does a double take, then slowly backs away. Another one, sporting a long serpentine tail, grins at me, showing off a mouthful of sharp teeth. I pretend I didn't see it. Okay, breathe, red bridge, spirits, rules of death. Then I am surrounded by spirits, possibly man-eating spirits. I will not be making eye contact with anything that looks like it might eat me. Deep breath, focus. I've handled rowdy nobles, drunken guests, and several matchmaking attempts. I can handle this. Alright, first things first, close. And then I figure out what in the world just happened to me. I push myself up, careful, composed, and... New arrival, huh? Cute tail. Followed by a burst of laughter. Oh, splendid. Public humiliation on day one. Lovely. Alright, breathe. Pretend you're fine. My fingers twitch, and something deep inside me whispers, move low, stay quick, bare your teeth if you must. And for once, it doesn't sound like a bad idea. Come now, old girl, you've handled worse than this. I steel myself. Back straight, chin up. No, too fast. Suddenly gravity remembers I exist. The grid vanishes, lanterns blur, the night air rushes past me like a betrayal. No, not this again! Water, again, but this time it feels different. I seem to be breathing underwater. An improvement from earlier, but also an insult. Didn't I already drown today? I feel like I should get a free pass on the second one. But before I can decide to stay here out of sheer stubbornness, the water stirs. A hand grabs me with a firm grip and says, "What are you gonna? Stop embarrassing yourself and get out of my river." Before I can properly swoon at the sheer commanding nature of it, I'm pulled upward. My head breaks the surface, and finally, I see him. Oh my. Now, I've seen many men in my life. Strong men, handsome men, men who paid extra for the private onsen package. But this one? He is something else entirely. White hair slicked against sharp, sculpted features. Mask covering a tall, broad figure clad in heavy robes, looking every bit like an ancient spirit who has been reluctantly saddled with bodyguard duty. His breath is steady, but I see the exhaustion in his stance. He looks like an old war banner, torn, faded, but still standing out of sheer spite. Which is still terribly attractive, by the way. And then, I feel warmth. His outer kimono, draped over my shoulders, his hand lingering just long enough to ensure it stays. My. It's been quite some time since I was last embraced by a handsome young man, and with such graced solemnity, too. Are you alright? Okay. Do we start flirting right away? I mean, come on, of course we do. Oh my, I am fine. Thank you so much for asking. And now that I'm up close, I let my gaze wander to these strands of white hair clinging to his skin, his mask gleaming subtly in a face and expression I cannot see. You look absolutely dashing. He responds with a long, heavy silence, perhaps the longest in the world. I savor it. Oh, can you walk? Oh, quite well, actually. Gracefully, even. Would you like a demonstration? I wink, but his shoulders tense as a response. He does not like that answer. Good. I'll be saying worse things before the night is over. Okay, we just died, apparently, and now we're a total sashpot. I mean, go on with your second life, girl, but damn. Finally, bracing himself, he extends his hand. Come, I will help you cross. Is that an offer? I glance at the bridge, the treacherous thing that abandoned me not once, but twice. Well, since you're insisting. I take his hand. He stiffens, but his grip is strong. I file this reaction away for future entertainment. And together, we walk. Yeah, Sel, we're we're taking full advantage of our good fortune and a very good roll on the Isekai'd dice. Hang on. Yeah, that like the quasi shakuhachi is just a bit too piercing for my liking. Anyway, this is a dream, isn't it? Oh, does it feel like one? I hum, observing him as if he were an interesting specimen. Well, I can tell he's beautifully exhausted behind that mask. I don't know, you're rather intriguing for a dream. His grip on my wrist tightens slightly. Ah, that got a reaction. Oh, because it is not a dream. Oh, I was hoping this was the part where you swept me off my feet and declared me yourself my spirit husband. He huffs sharply, but I can see a faint smirk beneath. Oh, you fall too easily. Hada! That's practically poetry coming from him. Oh no, we're going full ada ada. And we're, what, 15 minutes in? Oh, you are a yokai now. The world's hit me like a ladle of cold miso down the back. Oh, there's an image. I thought as much, but hearing it said aloud. Oh, so this is real then. Well, Akine, you have two choices. Fall into an existential crisis, or flirt your way through it. And I think I know what we're gonna pick. The Ada? I mean, yeah, it's a lot, but at the same time, it is in keeping with our character so far. Okay, yeah, we're going full Blanche Dubois. What's that? Oh my, how scandalous! I blink up at him, pretending to be all innocent. Oh my, how scandalous! Am I a pretty one? You are an Okami! Translator's note: Great Wolf Deity. You're not answering my question, dear. I notice his shoulders tense up a bit. His fingers flex like he's deciding between folding his arms or saying something. I grin. My tail swishes behind me, matching my glee. He lets out a tiny grunt and turns his head like that'll end this conversation. We should keep moving. Oh, he is fun. All right. So it's true then. I died with unfinished business and came back all supernatural. Humans do not become yokai without cause. Let me guess. Strong emotions, right? The classic cocktail all in one. Desire, longing, and a splash of regret. They always say intense feelings linger after death, and I was practically soaked in it. No, you were soaked in water. Oh, you understand then. I curl my fingers into the fabric of the kimono around me, grounding myself. It's real. Heavy. Like the weight of everything I couldn't let go. I didn't want to die alone. That was my final thought. For a moment, only the river answers me. It was powerful enough. All that yearning, and I end up half drowned in a clingy kimono with a ruggedly handsome masked man. I'd call that a tragedy, but the shoulders are compensation enough. Or simply enough to refuse fading quietly. Not a denial, nor an answer either, but close enough. I spent my entire life running a ryokan, only to die and become a yokai. Some might call that a bit on the nose. Oh, well, all right then. What now? You decide that. A remarkably casual response for something that should be an important revelation. As simple as that? Yes, after all, even as a yokai, it's still your life. Ah, so it comes with free will. Excellent. I was hoping this wouldn't be one of those ominous, bound to an ancient curse situations. There's the faintest smirk tugging at the corner of his mouth. Disappointed? Devastated. I looked past him at the mist-covered bridge ahead. And where exactly were you heading before I made my graceful descent into the river? Home. Home, huh? And where might that be? There. He lifts his chin slightly, and as if on cue, the mist moves to reveal a structure at the end of the bridge. Is that a ryokan? Yes. A ryokan in the spirit world? Indeed. And you live there? Yes. I cross my arms, sizing him up. He's as unreadable as ever, but something about his tone is humoring me. With rooms? Yes. And one... Okay. Drop that. And one of those rooms just so happens to be empty? He shifts ever so slightly, realizing he has walked straight into whatever trap I have set. Perhaps. Oh dear, very fortunate for me. His arms cross over his chest, and for a second, I swear he's fighting back the urge to smirk. And you intend to claim it just like that? Well, I did just die and come back as a yokai. I feel like that entitles me to at least one complimentary perk. One? I mean, coming back and being hot probably helps. For now, I tap my chin, pretending to think. Tell you what, I'll earn it. Let me help you out at your inn, sweep a few hallways, clean the guest rooms, and look breathtaking while doing it. It'll be a fair trade. There's a bit of silence, then... I have made a mistake. Wonderful, I'll take it. A long, slow exhale escapes him, and for a moment, I think he might just walk back into the river to escape this. Instead, without another word, he simply turns on his heel and continues walking. I follow him with a grin on my face. The ryokan looms ahead, and I can see the wooden panels softened by time and lanterns hanging lit from the eaves. It isn't in ruin, but it looks like it wouldn't mind the excuse to be. This is not quite what I pictured. Not exactly welcome, weary traveler, enjoy your stay, is it? No. I give him a sidelong glance. He says nothing, but his pace is steady. This isn't how it used to be, is it? It was. A neat little deflection, but I've lived long enough to recognize it. I see. So you expect me to believe this place was always this charming? I can practically hear the unspoken sigh before it leaves him. You're not letting me let this go, are you? Not a chance. Wait, is that amusement I detect? Then at last, we step inside. Oh. Not the good kind of oh, more like, oh dear, what have I stumbled into? When you open a drawer and find a rotten snack that could double as an exorcism result. Is worse than I thought. A ryokan should be warm and inviting, but this place feels like it's waiting for someone to tell it it's over. This is a disaster. Yes. Just like that, huh? No attempt to sugarcoat it? Oh, would you believe me if I tried? Fair point. What happened here? I lost the power to run it. You say that like you misplaced it under a cushion. Oh, would have been easier if I had. Oh, interesting. And how long has it been like this? Very long. That at least I believe. I should just walk away. This isn't my problem or my responsibility. But still, I know this feeling. I've lived this feeling. I know what this is like. You're far too tired of keeping this place, but you know it'll die with you if you don't hold it together. His hands are unmoving, but his shoulders tremble, betraying him. Looks like I hit a nerve. Have you changed your mind, then, about staying here? I blink. That wasn't what I planned to say, but looking at the place... No, I can't see anything like this and walk away. Not when it still has bones strong enough to stand. No, I haven't changed my mind. I'm not just going to help out. I'm going to help you revitalize it. Because deep down, even after death, I'm still an Okami. Still someone who believes an inn like this deserves life. Help? Yes. Surely you haven't been left to your own devices for so long, you've forgotten what that means. I am aware of the concept, but I don't need it. Oh, I'm sure you don't. But that doesn't mean you should turn it down. People offer help, and then they leave midway or make it worse. So don't think of it as help then. Think of it as professional meddling. Persistent. And you're stubborn. He exhales slowly, as though bracing himself. And what do you gain from this? Well, a place to stay, obviously. You want to stay with me, even though we just met? He sounds more amused than betrayed. Well, yes. Technically, I just died, so I think I'm entitled to make a few impulsive decisions. Besides, it's either you're creeping a ryokan or wandering around until something with detachable jaws decides I look crunchy. And my gut says you're not the type to take advantage of a woman. I tilt my head slightly, watching for a twitch or any sign of protesting. Nothing. Just calm, tired silence. Besides, you need help, and I need purpose. Let's not complicate a mutually beneficial arrangement. And you assume you can do better in keeping this place than me? I mean, we could hardly do worse. I know I can do better. His ears prick up, as I have genuinely surprised him. Oh, you claim experience then? Yeah, like a lifetime's worth. Dear, I used to walk barefoot through corridors, balancing ledgers, calming guests, and yelling at staff, all before breakfast. I let the silence hang, watching him piece it together. Oh, then tell me, Okami-sama, what would you do to improve it? For starters, get rid of the cobwebs before they start charging rent. No, we should be charging them rent. This is our place. There's dust on every surface. The lanterns are so dim, I thought we were holding an exorcism. And I'm pretty sure I felt something evil whispering in that cupboard. I motioned to the dust-covered reception table next. This looks alarmingly shoddy. Guests should feel welcomed, not like they're auditioning for a background role in a ghost story. I glanced toward the empty seating area, where the chairs look rather dusty and unkempt. My ears lower instinctively. The sight tugs at a quiet ache in my chest. This place was meant to be lively. Now it just sags. And we're an expert on sagging. Back in my ryokan? Oh, what a time that was. The lanterns always glowed warmly, the sake never stopped flowing, and I knew the name of every guest who ever dared to flirt with me. I may have been alone behind the curtains, but the halls never were. Laughter, footsteps, whispers in the night, sometimes scandalous, sometimes not. It was a home, noisy and beautiful and alive. This? This is the shrine to silence. This whole place is a tragedy. And you believe you can fix this? I know I can fix this. Arrogant. If you are as skilled as you claim. Yes, if. But you're welcome to test me. He studies me for a long moment, and I catch the precise moment he realizes he's going to lose this argument. Fine, but don't blame me when you fail. Ah, there's the answer I was hoping for. You will work here then. Naturally. And you will follow my rules. Define follow. The man just turns on his heel, expecting me to follow. This is going to be entertaining. Well then, now that you sort of accepted my offer, I suppose I should at least know who my boss is. I don't love that they capitalized boss, but okay. Shimon! And who exactly are you, Shimon? I am one of the 4 mythical beasts. He answers with the casual indifference of someone commenting on the weather. I beg your pardon? The azure dragon, the vermilion bird, the white tiger, the black tortoise. And which one are you? I will probably ask. I am the white tiger. As in, the white tiger? The very same. Slowly, I let my gaze travel up and down, actually looking at him. This frail, wilting daikon radish of a man is the legendary Byakko? Hang on! You were just commenting on how chiseled, how sculpted, how the rugged, broad shoulders that were your treat for entering the afterlife. Now all of a sudden he's a wilting daikon of a man? Huh. He watches me with quiet amusement. This man definitely knows what I'm thinking. And how, pray tell, does one of the 4 mythical beasts end up like this? Well, that is not important. I think it's very important. You are free to think so. I exhale sharply through my nose. Fine, I'll let it go. For now. Fine. Let's start over then. I am Akine, former Okami of the Ryokan Tsukikage in the human world. I ran my ryokan for decades. I know how to handle guests, manage staff, and maintain order. Oh, do you now? A challenge. Oh, delightful. Dear, I once managed a summer festival, 3 weddings, and a pipe burst all in one day. While wearing a kimono with a busted hem, I practically breathed hospitality. I kept that place running on time, under budget, and with guests so happy they left gifts. Shimon doesn't answer, before shaking his head sarcastically. Bold words for a wolf who drowned in a river. Excuse me? I was not the one who was fished out like a wet, shivering pup. I was testing the current. No, the bridge failed us. How fortunate, then, that I arrived before your test reached its conclusion. Fine, he was this route. Oh, welcome, then, to your new home. Well, then, shouldn't you be showing me around? Surely you have some idea of what I'm supposed to be doing. Perhaps. He moves with the grace of someone who refuses to acknowledge his own exhaustion. Naturally, I match his pace. If I wanted to, I could glide ahead effortlessly. But there's something entertaining watching him pretend he's not running on sheer willpower alone. Just as I'm considering how long we'll keep up the act, I catch a sight of my reflection in a dusty mirror. Right. I'm still wearing his robe. It's scandalously slipping off one shoulder, draping around me in a way that could be either elegant or suggestive, depending on the lighting. Oh, my, and here I am strolling through your home in nothing but your clothing. What would the spirits say? Shimon stops mid-step and turns to me. You require proper clothing. Do I? I think this look has a certain charm, a bit daring, quite refined, actually. Stay here. Such a commanding tone. He doesn't dignify me with a response. Ruda! And disappears down a hall, leaving me alone. I take the opportunity to glance around. What was this place like before, when it was alive? And why does he seem so reluctant to talk about it? Before I can dig too deeply into my own curiosity, Shimon returns, carrying a neatly folded kimono. The moment my fingers brush the fabric, I notice something immediately. It's well kept. There is a faint, lingering scent, soft, floral, and distinctly not his. A woman's scent. Whose kimono is this? Oh, boss, whose kimono did you just give me? He recoils slightly, as if I just hit a nerve. It was the only one left available. Was it? Nothing but silence. Curious. The fabric is elegant and preserved with care. Not the kind of thing a man like him would keep out of convenience. Funny thing, though, a forgotten garment wouldn't be this well kept. Are you going to change, or do you prefer to stand here and test my patience? Oh, I love testing patience. But you already knew that. Ha! That's not a disagreement. Well, whoever this kimono belonged to, they mattered. A lover, perhaps? Thank you. This hallway leads to the guest rooms. How many are there? Oh, I like the look of that. You know, a nice bold red to match our new hair and tails and ears. And then, yeah, the black underneath has a nice contrast. More than enough, but they are unused. Don't worry, I have plenty of ideas to bring life back to this place. I will reserve judgment. He strides ahead before I can retort. There's something familiar in this. Not the walls, but the rhythm. Walking the halls, checking rooms, holding it all together. I did this for decades. I watch him just ahead, shoulders heavy in a way that I remember too well. Was he always this quiet? Or did the Yokon take his voice like it tried to take mine? This is one of the guest rooms. Oh? He slides the shoji door open with a smooth motion, revealing the room inside. I hope no one died in this room. None, yet. His voice is as dry as the air in here. Seems like evil spirits are the only ones staying here. This needs to change. I swish my tail, stepping further inside. A little warmth, a little charm, A lot of exorcism and scrubbing, and this place could be something special. I simply cannot wait. All right, first order of business. Who's cleaning all this? Oh, that would be you. My dear, do you really think I'd fall for that? You are the Okami now. Yes, and a proper Okami delegates. To whom? Speaking of, where are all the staff? Surely you weren't running this place alone. No, there were others. Were? A soldier spirit who cooked, a broom that never stopped sweeping, a lazy river dweller who barely did anything unless bribed. And the robe I woke up in, was that from the broom or the river dweller? No, that was mine. She says it like it's just another towel on the rack. Well then, I'll return it eventually, after I stop enjoying how soft it is. As you wish. Back to the matter at hand. When my strength faded, they withdrew. Yokai bound to a place need energy to remain. Without it, they slumber or disappear. So they've been asleep this whole time? Perhaps, or waiting. I can no longer tell the difference. He says it like it doesn't hurt, but something in his voice tells me it does. His weight shifts. Something is off. Boss? His posture wavers. His balance falters. And before I know it, down goes Shimon. John! I move without thinking, catching him before he fully crumples to the floor. He's lighter than I expected. Surprisingly so. For someone built like a tragic mountain god, I thought I'd need divine intervention, or at least a sturdy wheelbarrow. Well now, look who still has upper body strength. You overdid it, didn't you? Silence. I sigh, pressing my fingers lightly to his wrist, checking the pulse beneath his skin. Wait, do yokai even have a pulse? I'm alive. I smooth a stray lock of white hair away from his mask, brushing it carefully behind his ear. You really don't take care of yourself, huh? It looks like he might respond, but in the end, he doesn't. Lucky for you, dear. You've just hired the best Okami there is. He groans softly. I take that as acceptance. Now, where's your room? Unnecessary. Ah, so he's one of those. The quiet, brooding types who wear their past like a second mask and dare you to ask what's underneath. Let me guess, you think you can sleep anywhere, don't you? Yes. No, absolutely not. If I let you, you'll curl up in some drafty hallway and waste away in your sleep. A proper ryokan master must have a proper room. He exhales, aggressively. The nerve. Look, you can fight me on this, or you can just tell me where it is, and I'll let you sleep in peace. Your choice. Into the hall. All right, boss, up we go. Shimon's room is unsurprising. Yep, basic white walls, no decorations, no individuality. Yeah, typical single man. It's organized, spotless even, but it's also the most lifeless space I've ever stepped into. This is the room of a man who's decided to live his life as an aesthetic exercise in suffering. I shift my grip again, still surprised I'm carrying him at all, to be honest, and lower him carefully onto the futon. The second he touched the mattress, his body fully gave into the exhaustion. You know, most people keep something in their room. A trinket, a book maybe, like anything that suggests they have feelings. Silence, which is expected, but still. Okay. Take off his clothes, take off the mask. How spicy do we want to be? I mean, let's say it's the demo, right? We're here for a good time, not a long time. Let's go all in. Shimon is drenched in sweat. Without thinking, I reach for the collar of his robe, loosening the fabric slightly to help him breathe. My fingers brush the warm skin of his chest. It's searing. His skin radiates an intense amount of heat. Oh, Kami-sama, he's burning up. And yet, when I touch him, I am the one holding my breath. His hand twitches as he gestures toward a wooden chest in the corner. So he's aware, and very much letting this happen. Your clothes are in there? He gives the smallest nod, head tilting, observing me. I move to the chest, slide it open. Inside, a stack of folded robes, identical in design. Like Hades in his closet full of identical capes. I grab one from the top and return. All right, let's get you out of this, boss. No funny business. I'm doing this as a professional, a responsible adult. I kneel beside him, fingers brushing his shoulder as I pull down the outer robe slowly. The damp fabric clings before giving way. My palm accidentally grazes the curve of his back. Accidentally. Shimon inhales sharply. A tremor runs through his arm. Hold still, all right? Shimon exhales slowly now and speaks with a low tone. You're very thorough, Ookami-sama. My fingers freeze just below his collarbone. My heart does something rather scandalous. The man is trembling, but he still has the gall to tease me like this. I swallow the ears to retort. There, that's better. You'll be back to grumbling at me in no time. I trace my thumb carefully along the edge of his sleeve, a light, pointless touch. I convince myself it's to adjust the fold. We both know it is not. Sleep well, Shimon. Well, now that's settled. He really was planning to shoulder this all alone, wasn't he? How long has he been carrying this weight? There's no staff to help out in this broken place, and this man is too stubborn to ask for help. But I've always had a soft spot for beautiful things that needed repair. Oh no. She's one of the, yeah, we're one of those I can fix them girls. That always ends well, right? And you, White Tiger, are long overdue for someone to take care of you for once. I will drag this place back to life, and maybe you along with it. Alright, this place is a mess. Let's fix that. Okay, eyes sharp. Dust, cobwebs, gunk, whatever doesn't belong, it's getting evicted. Okay, so interact with dirt, cobwebs, and evil spirits using left mouse until they are removed from the environment. This is still a ryokan, gosh darn it, and it will start acting like one. Let's keep finding and clearing every nook and cranny. The more I clean, the lighter the air will feel. The environment will change once you've cleaned everything. Okay. Oh, hello. And who knows, I might take a few little secrets the boss forgot to test over while I'm at it. So in every area, there are 3 objects that can give you some information about Shimon's past and the history of the ryokan. Oh, find them before the area is cleaned to unlock a secret scene at the end of each chapter. Okay. Oh, we have a map. Ah, there's a bunch of them actually. Okay, well, yeah, let's start. Yeah, we'll work outside in. So we got 7 dirty spots and spirits, and 3 historical objects. Let's see. Well, that. Okay, so I mean, yeah, there's obvious stuff there. That's obviously a spirit, but the mouse isn't changing, so there's no dead giveaway. That's probably good. Let's see. So oh, well, that's either caused by swamp gas or a creature lurking underneath the water. I don't want to deal with either. Oh. Absolutely not. I refuse to be dragged underwater by those hands. Oh, okay. There? Glowing eyes watching me from the mist. Lovely. Exactly the atmosphere I wanted for a cozy ryokan. Am I? Yeah, those aren't going away. Oh, there we go. Well, well. This little embroidery has hand-stitched initials in the white letter. M. Not sure why a Japanese setting would have a English or an M. Okay, but rather than a kanji. But you know what? It's fine. We're not gonna break our immersion. No guest takes the time to embroider a napkin just for fun. Oh, hang on, there's one of those, but there's not one there. A charm tied with careful knots. I don't think it's a mere decoration. I wonder if Shimo's strength had already waned back then. Back when? Who knows? Okay, those don't count. Oh, wonderful. Wizard from the trees, probably eavesdropping spirits. Oh, are we not exercising? Ah, an Ofuda. Whoever the rider was, they prayed for Byakko, not to Byakko. Well, there's our 3. Let's see. Murky water, murky history, murky everything. Honestly, boss, what were you doing out here all those years? Let's see. I had that, 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 that. Yeah, I'm mostly finding spirits. Oh, there we go. Nature is reclaiming this place. I suppose I should reclaim it. Off with you, vines. Okay, I'm not getting a an ongoing counter here. But maybe so. I mean, I'm assuming I'm actually finding the things I'm meant to find because we're getting the little dialogue options. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So where's the other? Oh, we gotta interact with it multiple times. Oh, there we go. There we go, much better. Hey, Brady B, welcome in. Good to see you. Oh, how did your series of meetings go today? Not too trying, I hope. Oh, there we go. Yeah, don't think about what caused it, just scrub it clean. Oh, there we go. Yay! And yeah, that lit up nicely. Okay, exterior done. Let's go to the entrance. Okay, and they all but told us there's something or someone hiding in there. That's not a bento, I hope. It is. Packed but never used. Or maybe whoever had left this in such a hurry that it was forgotten. I wonder why Shimo never bothered moving it. A torn scroll. Either someone left in a hurry and accidentally ripped it, or there was a fight, and this was the aftermath. Someone's still waiting here, but for what? Or who? Oh, there we go. They're right there. A little light would be nice, preferably the non-ominous kind. Yeah, guests should be signing in, not having a sneezing fit. Let's clean this guest book. But look at this handwriting. Very sophisticated, very intricate. I think whoever wrote this was probably the type who labeled all the storage jars and rearranged the towels when bored. There we go. Even though the writing is faded, he still keeps it here. This wooden plaque is important to him. Okay, well that's obviously an issue. Of course there's dried blood on the floor. Because this place wasn't creepy enough already. I think the windows are the only ones dancing in this ryokan thanks to those suspiciously yellow stains. Right about the guest book? That's rude. No one wants to sign in under a spider ambush. That poor plant is trying its best, so the creepy crawlies have got to go. Ah yes, a cobweb to the face. More haunted manner than ryokan, really. Okay. Oh, and that'll just leave the closet. You know, if you're gonna lurk inside the cupboard, at least offer to help dust. Yay! Yeah, very, very bright all of a sudden. Oh no. Oh no, the tentacles. Ah, of course, because sleep paralysis wasn't terrifying enough already. Oh, the eyes. Okay, I used to remember. I used to know what this what the eye yokai the name was. Yeah, usually they're on the walls if I remember correctly. This figure looks handmade, crude shape, but with love in every dent. It's a tiger, like the Byakko. Shimon kept it, so either he's sentimental or really bad at spring cleaning. I mean, it could be both. Oh, there we go. There's the eyes in the walls. Serene mind like still water. A mind unruffled by events and the stresses of life. Is that what the writer strived for? See, we got blood, we got whatever that is, handprints, cobwebs, eyes, tentacles, cobwebs. Oh. This letter's been hidden and folded so many times before. I read the sentence, Dear Shimon, and immediately close it again. I don't think it's my place to snoop around. I mean, if we're going to run this place, I think we got it right. And who wants to sleep with a cobweb over their head? But the bed's over here. Was that? Oh, wait, the eyes moved. Oh, right. I was saying, there was a lot of those things. I hope this isn't a guest's leftovers. That'd be very awkward to clean. I'm not touching it with my bare hands to make sure. A beautiful view like this, ruined by spiders with no sense of hospitality. Blasphemous. I hope Shimon doesn't keep a literal corpse in here instead of figuratively. Ugh, Imagine sleeping here and a face peeks from behind the glass like a clingy past lover. I don't know, some people like being washed. Okay, and finally, if anything lunges out of this closet, I swear I'm setting it on fire with sake. I step back, surveying my work with no small amount of satisfaction. The dust? Gone. Cobwebs? Vanquished. The evil spirits are probably migrating somewhere else. Then I hear footsteps behind me. I turn just as Shimon enters. Oh, no. Why is he so handsome? Are you surprised? You were drooling over this man the second you laid eyes on him. Why does he look like that after barely a nap? His skin is colored again. His shoulders look broader. His jawline is more defined. I bet I could use it to slice mochi. Can sleeping for even a little bit change his appearance so drastically? Is that even allowed? My gaze absolutely betrays me, and of course he notices. Ahem. I clear my throat so hard I might have dislodged my spine, and immediately throw my hands toward the freshly cleaned lobby. Well, look who's up and walking. What do you think? It is acceptable. Oh, I'm sorry, did I mishear? Because it sounded like you just undersold my miracle work. Everything is still standing. That is an improvement. I gasp, hand to my chest like he just struck me with a mortal wound. Everything is still standing? After all I've done, this is the level of praise I get? Would you prefer a ceremony? A festival in your honor? Yes. A small compliment wouldn't hurt. There is a trend of saying, how can this be allowed? With the poor grammar and all, in Singapore. It was a fun time. How long ago was that, Brady B? Because honestly, yeah, I can see that. That does, the phrase does have a more than a bit of Singapore to it. I will see if the spirits can play instruments. Did he just joke back at me? Did my ears trick me? Admit it, you're impressed. You did well. Wait, say it again. No. Just once more, please, so I can cherish your compliment. I will only say this. It is nice to walk through a place that does not resemble an evil spirit's final resting place. Haha, victory. You're like 5 to 8 years now? Okay, I was trying to think back and see, did I hear that while I was in Singapore, but it doesn't sound familiar, but I can definitely believe it. I fold my arms triumphantly while he, well, I can't tell what his expression is under that mask, but I know he approves. Perhaps it is time. Time? To reopen, start gathering power again. Then let's do it. I step forward, tilting my head, watching him closely. I'll make this Ryokan shine again, boss. Just you watch. Well, we will see. No, we will succeed. And this time, he doesn't argue. The Ryokan creaks as if exhaling for the first time in years. The dust may have settled, but the real chaos? That's only just beginning. Not the quickest of those trends, so you might have heard it. Yeah, it's entirely possible. I tell you, next time I get in touch with some of my my Singaporean friends from grad school, I'll have to ask them whether that if they remember when that was a thing. Although in truth, I should probably just visit Singapore again at some point. It's been 2022? Yeah, I think it was early 2022. Oh, this wasn't in the schedule. I said, let's have tea near the bridge and watch the river. Not, let's accidentally dig up your entire emotional history, boss. But here we are, right before the inn is about to open its doors again. Figured we could both use a moment to breathe before someone inevitably demands a refund since we're understaffed. So I set the cups down, steal a glass of them, and say, tea? Hey, Chip, I absolutely will, Brady B. She moans across from me as I pour the tea. Oh, hang on just a second. Tell me something, boss. Have you ever shared tea with someone as alluring as I am? I'd rather not answer. You could cocky. Oh, he thinks he's clever tonight. Careful. Say one more charming thing and I might start thinking this is a date. It is tea. He sips unbothered, while I sip louder and very bothered. You're lucky I find deadpan charm appealing. I used to sit like this with someone many years ago. He had lovely hands and terrible timing. He left? Said life at a Ryokan wasn't romantic enough. Shame. I looked very good in an apron. What about you? Surely even white tigers have a romantic phase. He sets his cup down, then pauses. Come on, boss, give me something. There was someone. Now we're getting somewhere. Someone? That's all I get? You did not offer a name either. Fair, but mine didn't leave behind some fancy handmade gifts like calligraphy or a tiger figurine. Seems like that one got a reaction. You've been snooping, it seems. They were sitting out there in the wide open air. I manage it in. I don't snoop, dear. I uncover. And yet you didn't read the letter. What was she like? Oh, she liked quiet places. Then she would have hated me. She would. But I wouldn't. My, dangerous choice of words. That was quite a bold statement, boss. Interpret it however you wish. But you deflected from my original question. Of course I didn't mean to pry, boss. I'm above that. But I was just wondering if I should be jealous of a ghost with good taste. Jealousy would be pointless. So is resisting me, and yet here we are. We finish our tea in silence. Well then, that's enough honesty for one cup. Agreed. Fine, keep your secrets. For now. Oh, there we are. So we have direction from Mushroomalo. I guess that was the demo there. And Melissa, Azure, Lely. Oh. That's the whole of the credits. This is a small studio. Okay, well there we are. That was the demo for Ookami Okami. As you can see, we the flirting is, I don't want to say it's as shameless as Love Is in the Airship, but it's pretty darn close. And we definitely lean into the whole being Isekai'd into a younger, hotter yokai. Although let's be honest though, it if I get Isekai'd and I end up looking like this, complete with fox ears and a tail, I probably wouldn't behave that much differently. Anyway, so yes, as I said, that is the demo for Ookami Okami. Again, just to restate, according to the Steam page, there's no release date set, but you can pick up the demo for yourself and check it out if you like what you see, and definitely wishlist it. Yeah, even wishlisting is a big help. It puts games like on Steam. It puts games on Steam's radar. It tells people. It tells Steam that people are interested in the game, and that puts it on more people's radars. That's what you all said on Jetting Stream. Exactly. Exactly. So if we get Isekai'd or I guess some kind of magical girl mishap and we end up looking like drop dead gorgeous with adorable ears and a tail, yeah, I'd probably flirt with anyone that moved too. Anyway, we're gonna leave that there. Twitch folks, hang on just a second. We're gonna pivot to the next demo. YouTube friends, thank you for hanging out. We'll see you next time, and bye for now.